Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Norm's Friends. I'm David B., the readings guy, 603-404-9338, biffid@yahoo.com. I'm going through everything quick today because not only do I have one, I have two guests today. So I'll let the guests introduce themselves, and then we'll come back. I'll do my famous quote, my fun facts today, which you're going to love. So let's hear it from my guest, the birthday girl first.
Yes, I'm Jean Shanahan, and I'm from Lexington, Massachusetts, and I'm a dear friend of Norm's.
All right.
And I'm happy to be here.
And, well, tell them it's a special occasion while you're
it
here.
is a special occasion.
Yes.
It's my birthday, my 91st birthday.
But wait a minute, when's
Yay.
your birth date? Do we know?
1932.
No. March 21 or March 22? What do we
Well,
roll
it can
with?
be either, because at the town hall I was March 21st, but at the church I was March 22nd. So for years I went by the church date, March 22nd, but it wasn't until I married that I discovered I was March 21st. So then my whole life changed.
I was going to ask.
The marriage
Right.
and the birth date.
The birthday.
A little of both.
The birthday.
I know. I would think after that, you'd think you're born on a certain day, and then all of a sudden
All of a
it's like,
sudden.
Really?
now
What's
what do I
that
do?
like?
Yeah.
Wait, I know what that's
No,
like.
she was born the same way. She was born Labor Day weekend. And for years I celebrated it September 1st.
Just 'cause.
And then she discovered it was August 31st.
At the town hall.
At the town hall, yeah.
Well, introduce yourself quickly because I want to hear your story
Oh, I
now
got a
too. Is
story,
this
too.
something that runs in the family?
Apparently so. Hi, everybody. I'm Laura. It's glad to be back. Angels and Tarot. Angelsandtarot.com. Look me up, 978-943-6595 if you'd like a tarot reading or an Akashic reading. I also do the IET energy work and what else do I need to give you? Angelsandtarot.com.
Right. And,
Go take a look.
and remind them too, we can start early reminders. May 20th,
May
Saturday.
20th.
Psychic
Fundraiser.
Fair fundraiser for the animal shelter down at the Manchester Elks Lodge, right across from Giorgio's.
I'll be
Easy
there.
to find, lots of fun. Check us out. So before we get back to Jean and with all this excitement, I'm dying to hear all these stories. Why don't I do my
Yes, do
my
you, right, you
my
speak.
famous quote and the fun
Right.
facts? I did the fun facts especially for you today.
Oh,
Oh,
thank
my.
you.
All right.
Great.
So here's the famous quote, which I think is pretty cool. You can relate to it. You probably can because you're 91. The best index to a person's character is how he treats people who can't do him any good and how he treats people who can't fight back.
Right.
Oh, there you go.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Abigail Van Buren.
Oh, Martin's wife.
Dear Abby.
Oh, I thought it was
Ma-
Martin Van Buren. Wasn't he
What?
a president?
Yeah,
Oh,
Martin's
That's the
wife.
history test.
Dear Abby.
Pastor
Dear
Abby.
Abby. Do you remember her?
Oh, dear Abby.
Yeah.
It sounds familiar, but I don't exactly remember.
Dear Abby. So you used to
Dear Abby.
write her in the,
Right
ask
in.
her questions
Ann
in the
Landers.
paper.
Yeah.
Ann
Remember Ann
Landers was her
Landers?
sister.
Ann Landers.
Oh, so you must have got the Globe and not the Herald.
Yes, right.
Right.
No, well, we did get
'Cause
the Herald,
Globe,
actually.
Oh, because, the Globe was Ann Landers and the
Yeah.
Herald had Dear Abby.
Yeah. No,
Not Martin's.
my
I
father got the Traveler.
I want to know who his
Was
wife
that was that a newspaper?
Yeah, the Herald Traveler.
The Herald Traveler.
That was an afternoon paper.
Yeah, but I thought
That was
he
in the
had it
afternoon because
Oh, right. We didn't get a morning paper. It was the afternoon
afternoon
or
was
evening.
the Herald Traveler.
Herald Traveler.
And
yeah.
in the morning it was
And
a
that was
different
Abby.
Dear Abby.
Dear
yeah.
Abby.
Yeah.
Of course, I was only about 5 or 6 then, so I wasn't really reading Dear Abby. However, it sounds familiar to me.
All right. So, the fun facts today. You ready?
Yeah.
Fun facts. Birthdays
Oh,
to celebrate your birthday, but
Oh,
we
thank
don't
you.
really know if it's. Even though the church said it was
today or
wait,
yesterday.
right.
the church said today.
And the birth certificate said
Said-
yesterday, but
yeah. So
either
I
one
must
could be
have been around
fibbing. Either one
midnight.
could be a fib, right?
Oh, no.
So,
It was probably around midnight, so
oh, all right.
So there
So
was
that we'll
confusion.
accept.
Yeah, mine was not. It was the middle of the afternoon. Go figure.
So how come you?
yeah, you're right.
How come yours
No,
got
it gets
confused?
better. It's get better. I don't want to interrupt the fun facts, but it gets better. I go to the family Bible. I pick up the Bible where everybody's name and date is.
Yeah.
Sure enough, mine says September 1st.
Right.
Written by her, Laura, September 1st. Crossed out, August 31st written in. I'm trying to figure out where the August 31st came
We're
from.
gonna have to come back to that. Let me do my because that's.
Have you gone to the town hall?
Yeah, it's all set. It's August
Have
you gone to
31st,
the
4:26 p.m.
All right.
Followed it.
All right. So let's do the fun facts. Are you? Some
All
of
right,
them are
let's
short,
have
so I
fun.
just have a bunch. So here's fun facts for
Okay.
birthdays. All right. This one we all know, but I put it up there. As per the tradition, if the person blows out all the candles at once, their wish will be granted. Did
Right.
you? Did you blow all the
We didn't
candles
dare
out
give her
all at
candles.
There
once?
were no candles. They didn't
What?
give me any candles.
They didn't put a 9 and a 1 in the cake.
We were lucky we got the
Come
tart. It
on.
was a busy
First
night.
I got a coconut waffle. It was delicious.
In a Thai restaurant?
Right.
With
was
fresh
made,
mango.
Was made special for me by the chef.
In
A
Thai
coconut
restaurant,
waffle,
a
yeah,
coconut
with what?
Fresh mango.
With fresh mango.
Delicious.
And then I got a beautiful fruit torte that was filled with blueberries and strawberries, but no candles. Sorry.
I hope you didn't tip.
She didn't. No worries there.
All right, so here's our next fun fact for birthdays. You could relate to this, Laura. It was believed that celebrations kept evil spirits away from the person celebrating. Also, mirth, revelry, good wishes, and friendly visits were believed to scare these evil spirits.
And there you go.
Oh,
Sounds like
really?
New Year's.
What did
Halloween, no?
No, New Year's. Remember the loud noises, the
Oh, that's right,
yeah,
to
all that
square.
stuff?
That's
Yeah.
right, to scare the evil
Yeah.
spirits away. Right. How's this? You haven't seen yours in quite a while. When a person's birth date and age are the same, it's called a golden birthday. For example, if you were born on the 21st,
Oh, when I was
when
21.
you turn 21, it's your golden birthday.
Oh,
So.
I
so-
missed that. I don't even know where I was when I was 20. Well, I was at home with my family.
Well, when you were 21, didn't they used to say free white and 21?
No, my parents never talked that way. No,
So
they
what?
didn't.
My whole neighborhood
They
did.
said what?
When you turn
Free white
21,
and
free
21.
white and 21.
Oh my, no, could we please move
No,
on?
no.
No,
My parents
please
never
move
wouldn't have
on.
said
Right,
that.
times have changed. I know.
Yeah, they have. Let's
Cancel
move
Well,
him.
my
Cancel
mother
him.
and father never had birthdays themselves.
Oh,
growing
oh,
up.
okay.
So we kind of, just had a cake on Sunday with a few candles. No
Okay.
parties.
Here's the next one. And this one little thing in here that doesn't make sense to me. The most common birth date in the United States, excluding leap year, is May 22.
I guess
But
it was busy.
excluding leap year, why would leap year be a common birth date? I don't get
Maybe
it.
because if you're
I
born
don't
February
know.
29th, they put you at February 28th or
Oh,
the next
that's
month,
right.
the
Yeah,
first of the next
I
month.
wasn't even think of it. Duh. All right. Here's the next one. Historians believe that the first people to celebrate birthdays were
The Indians.
the Romans.
Oh, really? To
Yeah.
celebrate birthdays?
Yeah. On
What
the
happened to my mother and father?
You
'Cause
said
they
they
never-
didn't have birthdays.
No,
They
they
were
had
Roman, they were
birthdays.
Italian.
They were Italian. But
All
they
right,
never
so there you go.
celebrated.
Sicilian, one was Italian. They're not both
Well,
Italian.
my mother was Italian, but she was really Sicilian. Anyway, don't mess with me. On the birth date of family members, friends, or business contacts, the celebrated were, how do you say this word? Regaled, R-E-G-A-L.
Regaled.
Regaled.
Regaled with banquets, gifts, and prayers.
Wow.
Did you get
I
well,
got
you
a
had a
Banquet,
banquet
couple
last
of
night.
banquets.
Well, last
All right.
night. Last night.
And of course, the
Sunday
last two,
did.
I couldn't resist. You'll know right away. Results from a Lithuanian study.
Always.
I'm half Lithuanian. I'm going there next month.
To
Result.
Lithuania?
Yeah,
Is it still a country? Where is it?
yeah.
Oh, it's still there.
It's one of the Baltic states.
Oh, that should be interesting.
Yeah, I can hardly wait. I'm looking forward to it. I wasn't going to tell anyone, but it just slipped out.
Well, you told
Results
everyone.
from a Lithuanian study querying 309 medical students found that respondents felt better and more loved on their birthdays.
Oh.
Per study authors, I don't know if I'm saying this right, Daja, D-A-R-J-A, Rojaka, R-O-J-A-K-A, or is it Rojaka? And,
Speaking Lithuanian.
right, Sagata
Sagata.
Lizinskian, women tended to feel more loved and special on their birthdays than did men, right?
Right.
And other results, 90.9% of respondents preferred to celebrate their birthday with friends, 80.6% with significant others, 66.3% with family members, and 12% alone. Imagine.
Oh,
Additionally, 49.2% preferred that their birthdays be organized by others versus 21.4% preferring to organize birthdays on their own. Lastly, 18.1% of respondents didn't celebrate their birthdays at all. Poor things. Oh, like your parents.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, that's how they were brought up.
All right, and I have one last little fun fact, and you'll see why at the very end. In a study published in Economic Letters, senior author Maurice D. Levy of the University of British Columbia found that the number of CEOs at Standard & Poor's 500 companies born in June and July dwarfed the number of CEOs born in other months. Specifically, 6.1% of CEOs were born in June and 5.9% were born in July, compared with 12.5% born in March and 10.7% born in April.
Oh,
What about September? No September. Or when am I born?
No.
August?
You don't know. So
Nothing.
that's the fun facts. All right,
very
and
interesting.
It's like that.
right. So whoever, come on out there, come and join us. Anybody has a question for Gene? 603-640-3091. So today, because we got a lot of, I'm really going to pump info out of Gene. I got a lot of questions. So if you call for a reading today, a yes or no question, and we're just going to cut the deck, and you'll get it nice and quick. So anything important happening, or that you want to happen, or that you don't know if it's going to happen, we'll let you know. So there you
Oh,
have
I've
it.
got a yes and no question.
Oh, you all right?
Oh boy, hang on to your hat.
Will they rent my apartment before April? Oh, I know they won't, because it's almost before May.
Why is it empty?
Yes, yeah.
Is the rent cheap?
No.
Oh,
Well,
never
it
mind
is.
then.
It's not high.
No, for the area. It's on the it's one of the lowest, the cheapest.
Good out.
I beg your pardon.
Is it? And tell them
Think it
about
out.
this wonderful old mansion that you
Oh,
live
it's
in.
a great it's a great apartment, and I live in what used to be a tavern, so the apartment dates back to early 1800s, and there are 6 rooms, 3 bedrooms, and living room, dining room, kitchenette, and garage.
And when was the house built? Was it before?
Early 1800s.
But the other side was built when?
My
Yeah.
my side was built 1789.
Nice.
It's a duplex, and there are 6 rooms for the apartment,
A big yard.
and a
Large yard.
really
Yeah.
big yard.
Plenty of
Yeah.
parking.
Plenty of
Oh
room.
yeah, a circular driveway, plenty of parking, and
Gas heat.
garage.
And then
Yeah.
they got a wonderful landlady.
Right,
Huh?
right. Perfectly private though.
So you, all right.
Oh, I
So
have to
when you
pick
hear,
the
yeah,
card?
pick the card because it's a yes or no question.
Oh, what was the question? Oh, will it
Are
be
they going
Are
to
you
rent
gonna
it by
rent it?
April? So that's
May?
like another
May,
week.
May.
Oh, by May. All right.
May, because April's short.
And
Yes, maybe.
well, no, it's the Prince of Cups.
No, well,
What does that mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, but wait till you see this Prince of Cups.
Why?
Well, because I told you the guy
It's
who
an ask.
did these cards did
I
album
don't
covers
care.
for David Bowie.
Oh, oh.
Oh, he's funny
But
looking.
that's it. Look how busy the card is. You could give a reading on this just on this one card for like an hour. There's
Oh.
so much stuff in it.
Well,
but
what would you say? Just
I would say it's yes, because, and I'll tell you why.
why?
Well, let me put these down so they don't go all over the place like they did last week. Because see it,
Yeah.
see it, all the bright lights going up there, golden, right? So gold is, we can say in this sense, because it's about rent. So all
They're
this
going to
is
be able to pay their rent.
monetary, right? So it's monetary, gold, cash,
Yeah.
that type of thing. And look at it. Plus, it's Princess of Cups. But doesn't that look like a transgender to you, Laura?
That's all right.
I'm
No.
just saying.
That would
Does
be
that
all
look
right.
like a princess? It looks like a prince,
No, it looks like a prince.
a princette.
No, it looks like a
You
prince.
don't-
Does it?
It looks like the whole David Bowie, you know.
Yeah,
the
that's
whole
right. Yeah.
Rock and roll.
But and see, so here's the, it starts off with nice colors, and I'm gonna say, actually, you're gonna get a good response to the.
Oh, I see.
So, but now,
Okay.
so there's I'm gonna say yes, and you're gonna get a lot of
Great. Well, that's good
Want
news.
to tell you what I got?
perspective. Yeah, what you
So
get?
I
Did
got
you
the
do it
ace
too?
of swords, right? But look at the ace of swords, right? Someone being expired to call you. They might not know yet. They haven't thought about it yet. They haven't seen the ad or whatever. It's being inspired to call because there's a message. Message is coming right in with the crow.
Look at it.
Then
I
I
know.
got the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles foundation, right? Support, stability. That's
Yeah.
coming in. So whoever the person is looking for some place that they can stay, but is concerned about money. Look at holding on to that money. But the final one was Ten of Pentacles.
What does that mean?
Joy, happiness,
Oh,
success.
great. Oh, well, that's all good news then,
See,
isn't
yeah.
Could be a family
Yeah.
though, like a family.
it? Well, that's all
opposed
right
to a
because
couple.
they have the room for it.
And good schools. It's in one of the best
And
school
good
districts
schools.
in Massachusetts. Never mind the country. It's a great school district
Really?
Lexington.
across the country. Absolutely, one of the top districts.
Yeah.
if
they're
not the
kind of-
top.
Yeah, really noted for the schools.
So now,
Laura is a product.
Well, I wouldn't go bragging that one.
what happened to the people that were there?
Oh, well.
When I was
they
there,
were
there were
getting-
people there, wasn't there? Yeah. What
They
happened
were
to them?
getting along just fine, but then he volunteered to go to Afghanistan and said he'd be back in 6 months, but he didn't come back for a year and a half.
And she
And so,
wandered.
so no, she did not.
Really, that's where you go?
No, she didn't wander. I didn't say that. No,
I said it.
no, you were wrong.
Oh, what is
You were wrong. No,
What
she
happened?
stayed true. No, but she became, well, it turned out that she was almost 10 years older than her husband.
Mm-hmm.
And so
Too tired to wander.
she didn't feel that at that point in their lives they should continue to rent. So she had it in her mind to buy.
Yeah.
And so they had to buy right away so they could take advantage of the military.
Every benefit.
Yeah, the benefits from the military. So they moved out in the coldest time of the year when the temperature was 11 degrees below zero. That's when they moved out. So they ended up paying for the heat at both places until the 15th of the month. That was the agreement.
What, last week?
Oh, no, it was in
When
No,
they-
remember that cold snap for a couple days?
Oh,
It wasn't
11,
that long,
11
really.
degrees below zero. When was that? January,
February?
February.
Oh.
Oh, yes, February, because we had an agreement that they would be able to move on the 15th, which was around Valentine's
Oh.
Day. So they were gone then.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought he was gone for all this time that she got itchy.
No, that
He
didn't
would
happen.
come and go. He would come
No,
and
that
they had their
didn't happen.
family.
Oh,
They were
The
from
parents
the
would visit.
Philippines, and they were I think they were true to each other. Yeah, they got along well, but she just wanted something of her own
oh.
besides him. She evidently had him then, after being
Right,
gone
she
for
had
a
him
year and
well
a half.
trained, huh?
Yeah, well, he was
Wow.
gone a year and a half,
Wow.
so
Imagine
she had
that.
her way. Yeah. First time someone ever moved out in the middle of the winter like that. Usually they move out, in the spring or the fall.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Well, that's
So
when my
this-
tenant moved out.
What?
That's when my tenant moved out, December 31st, remember?
Oh, really?
Yeah, he moved out the
You
day before New
See,
Year's.
We didn't
Get
stay
out.
that long, did he?
3 months, good enough. Get
Oh, he
out.
stayed 3 months.
Just get out.
Oh, no, mine were there for 6 or 7 years.
Yeah, they were
Wow,
there.
that's
They
good.
were there for quite a while.
Which speaks to the success of the apartment. It's a
Right.
It's a lovely apartment.
Well, it's very handy. And
No, you don't take Section 8, do you?
No,
Oh, good. I don't blame you.
no.
Unless you want the place wrecked.
No, stop. Again,
Well,
we're
wait.
going to move it on.
No, wait. Because a friend of mine, he had a house, he had a duplex. It was in Medford. It was built in the 1600s.
Oh, wow.
And he never rented a Section 8, but this time he rented a Section 8. It was just a young couple. And I think it was really, she was on welfare, shacking up with this guy, right?
Whatever.
But anyway, and it was the original hardware to the doors and stuff, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've had
They-
people do that.
They took all the original
hardware.
Wow.
and stuff.
Yeah.
And they
yeah.
did you think they even knew what they had?
Oh yeah, they know. Those people know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think
Yeah,
they
No,
just
that's
thought
why
they
they
had
had
money.
dirt bombs.
Chuck took some of
Man,
mine.
they're
Oh,
dirt
he did
bombs.
too?
Yeah, I had crystal doorknobs. He took them all. Yeah.
Oh,
John had to
what?
replace the doorknobs.
No,
What-
he's not picking
what-
up.
What do you mean I'm not picking up? I was just ready to say, good afternoon,
Jesus,
welcome.
it called for half an hour. Energy lady.
I know, energy lady, but what? Poor me. He's not picking up. He's not picking up.
Don't be nasty.
Hey, I got a
No, I
question.
was trying to be nice.
No,
No, not you, him.
He's being nasty.
No, he's picking on
What?
you.
Energy lady, what happened last
Yeah.
week? What happened last week?
What?
What happened to you last week?
Nothing.
I didn't get a call.
Well, you had a rerun.
I did not.
You had a rerun.
You did too.
No, I most certainly did not.
There was a rerun on my set.
Well,
Norm is always live.
right.
Right.
Wait a minute, Scott. Was there a rerun last week? See?
see?
Are you sure you had the right channel, energy lady?
Yes, I did. Channel 23.
We were here
Wow.
because Tina.
Something just followed up.
Wow, maybe because that's funny. The only call we got was, which I thought was strange. The only call you didn't call, Mary didn't call, and Mr.
We had a
Whoopi.
rerun.
Wow, that's bizarre. And here I am
Production
thinking it was
thing, huh?
me. Well, you can watch it on YouTube. Anyway,
I don't have YouTube.
What do you mean, you don't have an internet?
No, I don't.
Oh.
what? Did you see our guest today?
And I want you to know I'm not being nasty.
No.
Every time I try to get through, he talks and talks and talks, and I can't
He
get
does.
through.
Yeah, well, you're getting
Oh.
through today.
Yeah, you got to. Now,
4 minutes past.
do you have any
I didn't hear
any?
it
Do you have a
today.
question for our
It's almost
wonderful guest
4:30.
here?
Oh, yes, they're very lovely. They're nice ladies.
That's
you.
right.
Oh,
Her
thank
name
you.
is
They
Jean.
are.
Yep. So
Yeah.
what's on your mind, energy lady? I missed you last week.
She had a
Honest, there
rerun.
was a rerun.
Are you sure? Thought maybe the power was out. I thought maybe the power was out. Because
Don't
power
do it.
was out. Wow.
My power.
Oh, you had power?
The station
And a
might not have
rerun?
had power.
Of course. Of course.
That's bizarre. Because I was here, live as I am right now. Imagine. Wow.
As live as I am right now. You're so funny. Of course you're alive. I wouldn't be talking to you.
He's pretty live.
Now, would you like a
I
read?
like a reading.
All right, we'll let
Me?
My other guest. I have 2 guests today.
Anyone
Lucky
you.
me.
Yes, that
How
lovely
am I doing?
lady.
What am I doing? 3 cards?
Yeah, 3 cards.
3 cards. Here we go.
You have to shuffle.
Do you have a specific question, or do you want a general as usual?
A general, as usual.
All right.
Here you
She's
go.
got she's got 4 decks today. For me, I only bring 1. And see, while she's shuffling the cards for you,
Shuffled.
Energy Lady, look at my good friend and colleague Sonia gave me a new deck last week called
Oh, nice.
Starman. It's the
They are
guy
nice.
who drew a couple of album covers for David Bowie. So that's basically what they're very, very busy, which I like. You could like give an hour reading with 1 card. But all right.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I see she's got the cards laid down. Here you go.
Chariot, right? You got the chariot moving. Quick energy. Quick energy coming in, but I also feel like you got a decision again. Decisions. I think I said this before. You got a decision coming to make, and you kind of on one hand. It's one of these. Is one hand is this, and the other. What is it? A half a dozen and 6 in the other hand. But whatever it is, you're coming in quick. You got something to coming in quick for you, and I'm wondering if it's an older man who got the King of Wands, whether it's again a lot of fire energy, a lot of really quick moving energy coming in for you, and this person is a man of substance. It could be you, it could be just someone who's very good making decisions, someone who's this also a hunter. This whoever this is looking. So I do feel like it is a part of you. You're looking whatever you're looking for, whether you're looking to move. Whether you're looking, I'm getting jewelry, whether you're looking for jewelry, I don't know if you lost some jewelry, you're expecting some jewelry from a friend or something. Anyway, whatever it is, I do have the 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups could be a little bit of sadness at a loss, so I feel like whatever you're going to take in, there might also be something going out as well. Whether it's friends, again, whether it's a substance, whether it's, you're not moving, are you?
No, but I'm always moving with my legs.
Right. That's
I got a lot of parties I'm going to.
whoa. Lucky you.
Something's
So you
going
got
on with you. You got some fast decisions that you're going to have to deal with.
see that
very quickly.
that's how full your
Well, I already made a decision because I can't go to every single one.
There you
so
go.
I'm only going
See?
to one.
there you have it.
And you got some guy out there. I think you got a guy looking for you. I don't know who he is. If he's a relative. Or
Ah,
a
I'm not
relative.
interested in nothing.
Whether it's a relative who's looking out to get in touch with you again, an old friend. Someone's, I don't know. I think they're looking up your internet number there. You may need to get it.
Wow.
Oh, wow. I'm not looking for nothing.
See?
No. I'll keep what I have, thank you.
Yeah, right.
It could be someone giving you a prize. It could be anything.
Someone's looking you up.
Someone's looking you up. You got something coming in.
See that? And
Oh, wow.
yeah, and you'll find out who it is, and let's see. Within, I'm gonna say, wow, look at this card. Within 2 weeks, look at the High Priestess.
Wow.
Oh, she looks Irish.
She's green.
It's all really, it's David Bowie's eyes in all of them, I think. Wow. So there you have it, Energy Lady. I'm sorry you
Yes,
missed
sir.
me last week, but I was here.
My God, I don't know what happened. Something got followed up with the TV.
Sounds like
Wow. Huh.
Because I even said to Mary, I says, why isn't he on? It's a rerun.
Wow, that's bizarre, isn't it? Very
It is.
bizarre.
Maybe I wasn't meant to talk to you. I don't know.
I think you had the wrong channel on.
No, 23. I always put 23 on.
No,
Oh,
well,
no.
maybe you hit the wrong number.
No, I'm in Friends. The music played, there was no telephone number, and you were on.
That's right, I was on.
But you weren't on with...
Oh, you mean live. You mean I wasn't on live.
That's what I'm saying.
could have been anything.
Ah, see, because I was saying it to Scott last week. I said, that's kind of bizarre. I only got 1 call. And, you know, I usually get a bunch. Whoa, look at these cards flying. All right, so anyway, pass the words. I don't know, some technical difficulty. So,
Well, I'm all right.
Excellent. I know. I was wondering about you. Like I said, I was, surprised and said, "Oh, what's up with the
And
energy
I'm
lady?"
not a nasty lady.
No, she
No
didn't
one
say
said
you
you
were.
were. No one said
She
you
said
were.
David was being too smart with you.
Right.
I know.
I'm
You've been
always
eating
smart.
too much cereal.
Yeah. That's what it is. That's what it is.
The cereal?
But Dave,
Yeah.
every time I try to call, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. You talk and talk and talk and talk. I said, and then you says join us, so I called, and I can't join you if you don't pick up the phone.
Do you pick up
Well-
the phone? Who picks up the phone?
Yeah, I do. Well, I didn't see it.
It didn't
There's a
ring.
monitor in front of me, energy lady, and when the phone rings, it says phone. So,
You didn't press the button to go on.
and maybe I didn't, but I have a very entertaining guest today, so she's, I'm
Yes,
distracted.
you do. Okay, I'll let you go so you can do the rest of your show.
All right.
Bless everybody.
Thank you.
for
Thank you.
reading.
Thank you. Have
Goodbye.
a good night.
Enjoy your week.
Good job.
All right. Good night. Bye.
Yeah, good night.
So that's why, because I really was. I said, "Oh, I hope she's all right." Or I
Something
thought
must
maybe
have
they
happened.
lost power, but so now I know
Probably.
why no one called last
Yeah,
week. Poor
yeah.
me. So
Yeah, but like you said, they recorded it, right? And it goes on the YouTube.
right. So
I
now,
didn't know you were on YouTube.
Here we go. I'm going. Good afternoon. Welcome to Norm's Friends. How are you today?
Hi, Dave. It's Gina from Medford. How are you?
I'm very. What is now? Is it Gina with a G or a Tina with a T?
Gina.
No, Gina with the G. G-I-N-A.
Oh, all right.
Dina.
How now?
And
See,
yes, you were live because I was watching you.
see. Now you were watching on what? Were you watching on Manchester TV?
No, I'm on Facebook. I'm on Facebook.
Oh, all right. Yeah, we were live on
Yeah.
Facebook.
Yeah.
Wow, we have a wonderful guest today from Lexington. And
Oh, my goodness, yes. Those two ladies, they're so nice.
well, the
Sisters almost.
the one that looks older lives in Andover,
And she's younger.
and Jean lives in Lexington. So there you go.
Jean's OFD. You know what that is?
What is OFD?
Originally from Dorchester.
Oh, right. Oh, I never heard that before.
So
You told me.
hey, Gina.
I never
Gina.
said OFD.
Oh, okay. I'm originally from Medford.
From
Medford.
And me.
Medford.
Yeah.
That's right.
Were your
Yeah,
neighbors in Medford?
No, but we really are because we're originally from Medford. So, right?
You're
From
OFM.
Medford.
There's a connection
Yeah.
there. There's a connection
We're
there.
both from Medford, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a question for you. I take it you want a reading from
Laura.
Laura, right?
Yeah.
Before we get there, let me ask you a question. Did you hear about that survey in the grade school in Boston?
Which
Asking
one? There's 3 or 4 going around.
they were asking 5th and 6th graders about it was a sex survey and sexual identity survey. Do about 5th graders?
Yep.
But and this
true.
way, and
Some fifth graders
I'm
know.
sorry, that is not educating. That is not an
It's
education.
about providing services to all students,
If they
not
keep
just some
doing
students.
that, they keep telling kids who they are. They're not surveying anything.
Right, but it's like that stuff you learn at the corner, or at least I did. Right. So
It's funny because when you look at those surveys, they're put out by like Harvard Health Plan or MIT or any of the universities.
well, I'm sure because if the kid says I want to be a girl, they zoom right into the kid. All right, come this way, right here, follow us,
Who would be they?
Yep.
huh?
Who would be they?
Yeah.
Well, because they're woke, so it's they.
They say it.
Sorry.
So they have woken the Boston school system.
Wicked.
Oh, I got news
I
for
think
you.
it might have
They've been awake.
started there. But anyway,
I didn't know
Gina,
that.
Yeah.
for your reading, do you have a question or a general
I
reading?
do. I have to rent my house and get a smaller house.
Oh,
So will that happen in at least this
You do
year?
one and I do 3. I'll
Huh?
do my 3 again.
do-
Wait, so
does
what's
she
the
live in
question
Medford
again?
Now? Does she live in Medford now?
She lives in Medford now, right, Gina?
Yeah,
Yep.
and I have to rent my house and get a smaller house.
All
Are
right.
you going to
Gina.
rent it or sell it?
Yeah, I do.
She's gonna rent it.
Gina, she's looking for a tenant, but she lives in Lexington.
Right.
Oh, forget Lexington.
All right.
I'd love to go, but I can't. I'm a teacher at Medford.
All right.
Oh, she teaches in Medford?
Yeah, she's a Medford girl.
So you
I
need
don't
to
blame
rent your
you.
house and rent
Where,
another
where
house.
do you live in Medford?
What part?
Gina.
Off the Fells Way.
Wow, that's right. Well, I told you I lived up by the pond. But the
Yeah.
Where did
Not
John
far.
live?
West
hey, I
Medford.
got another
West
question
Mid-
for you, Gina.
Oh, Canal Street.
Now, you grew up in Medford, right?
Yes.
Do you remember? I was a kid. I don't know how old you are, but I'm old. When I was a kid, the streetcars used to run in the middle of the Fellsway.
Yeah.
Nope. I'm too young for that day.
Oh, yeah, streetcars, and they go all. They
But I
go
do teach that, though.
really, yeah, and they go all the way up to Stoneham, and I can remember because I take a boat ways with my mother. We'd go into Boston. That's how I remember it. And the other way, I remember we'd go to Stoneham. It would go up to like Redstone, right?
So that one I remember. The Redstone one, because now it's the MBTA goes up to Redstone.
Right, but it was the sheepfolders. I can remember the streetcar. It
Yes.
used to go through the woods. I was always
Really?
fascinated with
Yeah.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
there was nothing there.
That was the
Charlie's
T.
going through
What
the
did
woods.
we
but-
call it then? We called it the T.
No, the MTA.
Oh, the MTA.
The MTA.
Yeah, yeah.
So
More
what's the
trouble
question
ahead.
is now what's the question specific? So because I'm
Well,
gonna.
I need to find a smaller home and rent mine.
So you want to know if
wanna
that's going to
downsize.
happen? Well, I'll let Jean
Yeah.
first. We'll start with a yes or no, and then Laura will expand on it.
I already
So-
did.
So I'll let Jean pull a card for a yes or no card.
Oh, she'll have no trouble renting. Everyone wants to live close to Boston.
They do.
Yeah.
Not me anymore, though. I can't afford the rent.
Here's something. I got a good card for you.
Wow, she
See?
did get a good card for you. All right, the answer is definitely, it is definitely happening. Look at this,
Whoa.
Laura. We have the Prince of Pentacles. Look
Oh,
at
yeah.
it. It's all
Pentacles.
action.
Did you say
It's
pentacles?
the prince. He's on a horse, and not only is it going to happen, it's going to, it's going to work out better than you think, because the horse is like he's on tree stumps there, so that's more solid, really connected to the earth. And as you could see, well, you can't really see it there, but back there you got all this light going up to sort of, light your path, and
Awesome.
it's going to happen sooner than you think.
Can't wait.
So, and let's see how Laura expands on it.
Again, Ace of Swords. So the information you got to send out, you haven't quite formulated it. You got to think about what you got to send out before you do anything, and that's still coming together right now. But the middle card I got for you, again, happy, the sun. You don't get better than that. All wishes come true. That's for you.
I know. Oh my
See?
God, yeah.
But here's the other card.
That's
It's the
awesome.
Seven of Wands. So there may be some opportunity. It might be one of these, you get it all. Like you get your house rented, but finding the other place, you got to kind of stop and really think about that, or vice versa, where you find somewhere good. I feel like it's gonna be start and stop. So you're gonna reach a certain amount of success, but then you're gonna have to kind of pull back and really think about how you want to take this to the next place. And that can be
Level.
stuff like, what are you going to do with all your furniture? Is that going to be all moved out? Are you going to stick it in storage? Are you going to find it? Are you going to move out of state? Are you looking to move down the street?
No,
I mean, those kind of things.
She's a Medford girl.
She has to stay
No,
in
I'm staying
Medford.
here.
Medford's
Yeah.
pricey, though, isn't it, at this point?
Yeah, it always was. Because of
So
Tufts.
that's going to be the
And
difficulty.
it was always pricey because of Tufts.
So it's going to be
It is
difficult
pricey, yeah.
because you got to
You're right.
rent one and you got to find another place.
It's
that's
more
the challenge.
expensive than
Something
Lexington.
smaller.
You want smaller?
Yeah, so that way my apartment now is huge. That'll pay for my smaller house.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep, it's just start and
Yeah.
stop.
That's the way to do it, Gina.
That's what I want to do.
Right, and I have to apologize because sometimes I was called you Tina with a T. Poor
No,
me.
it's Gina with the G.
All right.
Coppola is the last name.
What?
Coppola is my last name.
I don't know if I know
Coppola.
any.
Coppola.
Coppola.
Yep. Yep.
Cupola.
Well, what's his
Yep.
name? You said, all right, see that? Not only are you from Medford, a nice Medford girl, but a nice Italian girl.
Right.
too.
Yes, I am. Yep.
All right, see, my mother was Italian. And then, by the way, when I was a kid, I grew up, you know where I grew up the Heights there. When I was
Yep.
growing up, everyone was either Italian or Irish. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah,
Yep.
everyone.
And that's where I want to go, actually, up towards the Heights.
It was nice up there.
I like it.
Yeah, all right.
I like it there.
Yeah,
Thank you so much, ladies, and Dave, thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Thank
Good
you
luck.
for calling in.
Thanks for calling.
Thank you. I'll call you next week.
All right, thanks. Enjoy your week, Gina.
Have a good night.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Well, that's interesting. Her problem would be in finding something smaller in the Heights, I think. She won't have any trouble renting her apartment.
Oh, no, I know, but,
'cause
well,
there's
yeah.
a big demand.
Well, there's small houses up there, though. Hold on.
Where, in the Heights?
Good afternoon. Welcome to Norm's Friends. How are you today?
Good at yourself.
I'm very well. What's on your mind?
I'm just calling to see if I could get a reading.
Sure. Do you want to ask a
well,
specific
reading.
question, or do you want a general reading?
What's her name?
Oh, Abigail. A general reading will be good.
A general? What's your name again?
Abigail?
Abigail. All right. Laura will give you
I will know.
a 3-card reading, and then I'll pull a card at the end. I'll pull a card now and expand and just to sort of cement it all together for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm using all my decks.
She's using all her decks this time.
I take an
so-
extra minute.
And I'll put.
Abigail.
Oh, I'll have Jean
Abigail.
pull that last card for you.
Okay.
I got
You
the
going to do
innovator.
yours first?
No, I'm doing mine last this time. She's
All right.
gonna do hers.
We ready? I got the first card I got is for you to kind of take a little tender care with yourself and protect yourself. You got the light blue, and the light blue, I almost feel for this, for you, is really all about don't get ahead of yourself. If you're all in your head, you're thinking so much and you're making plans for the future, kind of pull it back a little. We always hear the word stay grounded. My friend used to tell me just walk in the grass.
This card.
I said, no, it's a little chilly. But just don't pull yourself out from the stars and out of the sky. And I do focus on my feet, though, sometimes, walking it. I'll do circles in the house. I got a little cape. I'll go around in circles. The other card I got is beautiful. It's all in bloom, but it's getting to be a little full, so it's getting to be a little busy here. Not so much busy, but overwhelmed. It's called the Innovator. And it is definitely in bloom. It's definitely, the petals are kind of falling out. I feel like you've got some things, you're very busy. You've got some things going on, and these things are really keeping you occupied, so much so that, again, take your head out of the clouds and start looking at a more day-to-day activities as opposed to down the street. And there's something coming up, whether if you have do you have a child? You have a couple too? Because there's one, I don't know if I almost feel like it could be you getting a dog or a cat or something. But there's one that's roast sticking up in the back here. It could be something that's kind of giving you quite a run for the money. And this is also could be, or an idea that you have that just hasn't quite opened yet. You've got some pushing to do. You got to kind of push yourself a little more, but don't get too over involved. The last card I love. It's from the Lover's Oracle, and you can see the snake like wrapping around her head there. No, it's really nice because it is all about power, right? It's all about your instinct and knowing instinctively what to do when the time comes right. So whatever's going on with you right now, you're going to know what to do when the time it is to move. It may not be coming right now, but trust yourself. And don't be worrying about what's happening around you. Trust yourself to make the right decision. But make a decision that is very practical and pragmatic instead, it's not about you being in your head so much, but really looking at what's right around you and appreciating it for what it is.
All right. And she pulled the same card. I love it though. The Prince of Pentacles. All right. So Pentacles is work. So you got the work cut out for you. However, again, you're on solid ground. But in the meantime, feeling that assuredness. You also want to, pay attention to the details, focus on the details, look at the writing on the wall before you make that final leap. And once you do that, you'll see, like I said, and she said, it'll all come together for you, but just watch out, you don't want to misstep, pay attention to the details. Read the fine print, look for that type of stuff, and you'll be fine.
Don't rush into anything. Yeah, read the fine print is right.
Yeah. So, there you have it, Abigail.
Thank you.
Thanks
Alrighty.
for calling, Abigail.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
Thanks,
too.
and you
Bye-bye.
enjoy the week. Bye-bye.
Enjoy the sunlight.
I know. So, yeah, I get phone calls, Pete. That's what they call for readings. But
Yeah, you're very popular with the readings.
yeah,
That's David.
What?
That's David, popular with the readings.
Where do you get Norm from when your name is David?
I'll tell you in a minute. Good afternoon. Welcome to Norm's Friends. How are you?
Good afternoon, everybody.
Hi.
Mary, I missed you last week.
Hi. You wasn't live last week. She's right, because when you're live, you give your telephone number and it gives you your time and date. And it had a rerun on there last week.
Why? We were all here.
You probably were there, but there was a rerun in place of you.
I
She's
wonder
right,
why.
because I saw it myself. It was a rerun.
Well, it's funny because the energy lady didn't call. You didn't call, and I said,
Yeah, that was right, because they had no number.
wow.
No time, no date, no
wonder.
nothing. So when they have that, that means it's a rerun that's been pulled up.
Wow.
Wow, did you see our guest today? 90, celebrating her birthday, Jean from Lexington.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you.
See that? And just so you know, tomorrow I'm working at the arena. I'm doing the NCAA hockey.
Fun.
So, right. So I won't be here tomorrow for sure, Mary. There you have it.
That's good.
Yeah, how's Miss Kitty?
Miss Kitty's doing good.
All right.
And you can see she's really gaining weight, though.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Well, she's loving it there. See, that's why. She's loving it.
Yeah.
How old
I
is
know.
Miss
Yeah,
Kitty?
what the other cats don't eat, she does.
How old is Miss Kitty? She's a new
Kitty.
she's a new member.
Yeah, she's 14.
14 years
She's
old?
going to be 15 in July,
Wow.
and my two other girls, the two twins, they're 14, and they'll be 15 in June.
Wow. And you got how long have you
all
had Miss
cats.
Kitty? Only a few months, right?
Yeah, I've only
See.
had her 2 months now.
There you go.
Did I tell you about my friend? Her cat's 23 years old.
Caught it out.
Yeah.
23!
Wow.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah, I've had two brothers years ago, and they held in the veterinarian, they held the oldest cats that he ever had. They were 25 years old.
Wow.
Oh!
They took pictures of the two brothers, and the last time I knew it was hanging on the wall, the oldest cats for the veterinarian that they had in there.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah,
Mary, would you like a reading from Laura?
sure.
Take it away, Laura.
Sure.
Let's see what
Sure.
she has in
See what we
store
got.
for you. See what the cards say.
I'm just kind of playing with them. Just gotta shuffle them up.
All right. We're supposed to be doing that when we
Well,
were
obviously,
talking,
I don't,
but
I just don't follow the rules. I got 1, 2, and 3. So these are interesting. I got what? The Knight of Pentacles. So
Uh-huh.
whatever's going on, it's gonna take you a while. Ace of Pentacles, but you got lots of money all around you. You got first of all the Ace
Wow.
of Pentacles, a lot of
Wow, I
grounding
knew
earth
that.
energy. Ace of Pentacles, new ideas, new sources of income, perhaps. Followed by the Three of Pentacles. He's having a really good time. It almost looks like a school. I don't think you're setting up a school at your house, but it does look like some learning for you to do. And it's just, it's a certain amount of putting your resources together. I feel like you're building, whether it's a business building, a craft, but this is actually literally built working with yarn. Do you knit at all or anything like that, crochet at all? Because I feel like it also could just be you at home doing some craft. Then we have the Knight of Pentacles, and he comes bringing all sorts of money, but he's also looks like the money's falling out of his bag there. So make sure you just kind of take care of your financial businesses, but also if you see someone spending money, feel free to invite them to spend it your way. Don't say no.
Wow.
Someone wants to paint your house or something.
With the Knight of Pentacles, Mary spilling the money. Play the lottery, so that's how much money you'll have. You won't even care if you
have to play it.
Really.
Not too much. You don't want to lose it.
Right. So, what else? So you didn't lose power last week. That's bizarre. I was a rerun. Oh me.
Yeah,
Oh
I
me.
know people well, my lights went off and on.
Good over
Oh, did they?
I lost them maybe 10 minutes and that was about it.
Wow. Well.
But I know a lot of people down the south end, I know quite a bit of Elm Street lost their lights in different places.
Yeah.
And everything like that. With that.
And believe it or not, Mary, I worked the polls that day. They had the election in Londonderry. Imagine, yeah. So there you have it, Mary. We don't have a lot of time left, so
Alrighty.
give the kiddies a goodie, except for Miss Kitty. No, I'm only kidding. That's
Alrighty, guys.
that's the work.
Later. Have a good day.
All right, and you.
Bye.
Thanks for calling, Mary. Good night. Bye.
Bye-bye.
So,
You're putting all your rocks away.
wow, we only have
We're out
7
of time.
minutes left, so.
Oh, so you're beginning to pack up.
Right, yeah, we're packing up. Because you can't, it's really not enough time to do a reading unless they just want a quick
Don't
yes
you
or no.
do commercials? Oh, you were going
No.
to tell me why it's not Dave's Friends.
Oh, because, see, the guy who used to have the show, it used to be called Norm's Community's Corner.
Oh, I see.
And it was on from 4 to 6, but he was here for 26 years.
Oh, I see.
Doing the show. Hold on. Good afternoon. Welcome to Norm's Friends. How are you today?
My God, I finally got through to you.
Mr. Whoopi.
Whoa, Mr. Whoopi, what's happening? Look, we don't have a lot of time.
I know it. You've got a bunch of gabbers on there.
I'm
Hey, not a
telling
bunch, it's
you.
him.
I'm telling you. Whoa.
Including,
Yes.
wait a minute, including you.
Well, I can't help but look at the guest I have today. Very
I got for him.
interesting, huh?
6 of Cups. That's
Six
what I
of-
got for him.
She says she's got the 6 of Cups for you, Mr. Whoopi. So tell
Okay.
him,
Thank you, Laura.
Oh, my pleasure.
tell him quickly about
Well,
the 6 of
Cups.
Cups.
We got you sitting with a little puppy. You got some, I'm thinking about either family members or old friends and reconnecting. You got any reunions going to? You got some reconnection, thinking about family. That's all. I don't, you meeting anybody? Like you meeting, I don't know, anybody you haven't seen for a while? That's what it feels like to me.
Wow.
Going for coffee or something like that.
Okay, Dave, from 2 weeks ago, you gave me a couple of initials.
Yes.
They were my sister-in-law who lives in Pelham.
No.
Really?
Yeah. And you said somebody was coming back to church.
Yeah, that's right. I did. Yeah.
My brother-in-law, he lives in Florida.
Uh-huh.
He goes to church twice a week.
See?
And reads his Bible.
You got all sorts of people
See
around
that? No. Look at that. I love getting the feedback. I really appreciate it. That's pretty neat.
Now I just need 4 digits
you. For what?
to play in a lottery.
4 digits.
That's not me.
My
5485.
5485. Okay.
There you have it. Let me know how you. Yeah, go ahead.
And we had a snow. You worked the polls last Tuesday,
Brutal. Yeah.
and that was a snowstorm. That's why the power down on Elm Street got cut. They
Really?
lost it down there.
Wow.
Yeah, because
It's heavy snow.
we had a rerun on account of the snowstorm.
And I was here. I did live, but I guess maybe they can show that while I'm not going to be here the I'm not going to be here, I think April, 26th or something like that. The last Wednesday in April, I'm not going to be here. So they could show it that day.
Tell them where you're going.
Huh?
Tell them where you're
Oh,
going.
I'm going to Lithuania.
Are you?
Yes.
And
Yeah.
one more thing.
Yes.
How about that shooting down in Somerville last night?
I didn't hear about it. What happened?
2 cars, back to back, were shooting at each other right through one of the main streets in Somerville.
Cut it out.
To what?
Cars.
2 cars. Well,
Oh,
I don't care what you say. Bring in more illegals.
Illegal what?
Illegal
pizza
people.
makers?
People coming into this
Oh, you mean
country
like the guy-
criminally.
the guy who made
entering
the pizzas?
criminally. People entering this country criminally. They don't.
They don't know.
Wait a minute, how do you know
They have
the
no
people in the
regard for
car
the
are
law for
illegal?
that, and they let him in. What makes them think they're going to regard
What's
have
the
regard for the
connection?
law when they settle them?
What is the connection? He doesn't know who was driving the car. For all you know, it was someone you knew.
I'm psychic. I'm getting the vibe.
I've got the same
Thanks.
vibe.
See, and
Clarifying.
she's got the same vibe,
I
and
have
she
the
knows
same
she's
vibe.
91. There you go.
Yeah,
But
I
yeah, I
know
didn't
our
hear
vibes.
about it. But thanks. I'm going to see if I can find something on it. Listen, Mr. Whoopi, we got to let you go because we only got a couple of minutes left. So am
It
I?
was on Channel 4.
That's. I hardly ever watch the news, but thanks. I can.
I watch it all the time.
See-
I'm going to listen for
Okay,
it.
Yeah.
Laura.
All
No,
right.
I'm Jean. I'm Jean.
All right.
Happy birthday to the young lady.
My name is Jean,
Her
and
name
I'm
is
91, so I'm not.
I know.
I'm not really a young lady.
You look it though.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
she
I
looks
look-
younger
All
than
right,
me.
Mr.
Halle Berry.
Whoopi, thanks for calling.
Okay.
Okay, enjoy
Have a
your
good
week.
night.
Bye bye.
Talk to you next week.
All right, we'll see you.
Thank
bye.
you.
I didn't hear.
I didn't
I read about it either. Well, then again, I didn't read a lot of news today either. But so we only have a couple of minutes left.
Well,
wanna-
I saw a picture of the border one night on the news.
With a big
and
hole in it,
showed,
right?
And it showed policemen there, soldiers there, and barbed wire
Yeah, that's what they. Yeah.
from the United States and Mexico.
What they
both.
should really do is bring water cannons down them and just hose them all back into Mexico, hose them back to the other side of the river.
Well, they can get
And
it
then-
from the.
Right, we only have
Rio-
a couple of
Rio
minutes
River.
left,
Well, let's
so we
move on.
can't
Let's
keep.
move the
chit-
conversation.
She's woke. That's why she's woke.
Oh,
Well,
don't say
you know, with
that.
the
I
time
hate to
change,
think so.
it's been a lot harder.
Oh. Anyway, I want to thank both my guests, Jean. Again, happy birthday! Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for coming
Thank
on.
you.
I
Thank
know we got a lot of calls for reading.
You're still going to have to tell me what happened to Norman.
Well, I'll tell you at the
Oh, all
outs.
right.
I'll tell you when we get to the
Okay.
outs. Thank you, my
Laura.
good friend and colleague Laura, for coming
you for
on
having
and
me
bringing
on
the
once
birthday
again.
girl. Very much appreciated. And please,
Always
people,
my pleasure.
remember 2 things always. 1, you can't be dumb if you want to be free. And more importantly, you are a winner.